Now I want to bring in Deepali into the conversation. Deepali, you took a very specific path, serving as the Director of Human Rights for the Hindu American Foundation for so many years. What inspired you to pursue that path, and what aspects of that path engage with social good and engage with your Hindu identity as well?
Yeah, so good question. I think I was grateful to be able to work for the Hindu American Foundation for about a year and a half. This came after I was spending many years studying Hindu women through degrees in religious studies and women's studies. And so I really saw the tension in the academic space in trying to explain Hinduism correctly and authentically. And then a lot of the challenges that Hindus have been facing have kind of been overlooked by the activists, organizations, and governments that are supposed to be championing, the rights and freedoms of all people. So, seeing this continuous tension of just being able to articulate the challenges that Hindus have faced have been my main drive in applying for to work at the Hindu American Foundation and the work I did there. And I think even before that, each and every activity that I engaged in was always targeting how to help Hindus and how to help Hindus be understood. So for me, social good was not just about helping Hindus be able to flourish, but also helping others understand about Hinduism so that Hindus may flourish. And I did that in a variety of ways, whether it was teaching or serving at my local mandir. My guru has this saying that's become very popular. He has a lot of sayings, but one of them is, "In the joy of others lies our own," and that's Pramukh Swami Maharaj. And that kind of, his teachings kind of molded me, all the good parts of me at least, into the person that would be interested in serving. Because even from a young age, whether it's, cooking and giving, at the local mandir so that the community has food or anybody that comes has food, or, having specific moments where you're able to help another person, social good was something that you did, and you weren't giving anything away from yourself. You were actually adding a lot of value to your life and a lot of understanding about others and yourself. And so social good is something that I have to be honest, it's different when you're working in it full-time as a career versus, just doing it in your personal life. It's very different. If you can imagine the stresses of a professional life, for example, as whatever we're doing, whether it's a business or in the medical profession or what have you, that environment is very different. And then when you put into it the challenges that Hindus are facing in having the atrocities that they're facing, for example, in Bangladesh and Pakistan, to have that be understood and to have in a professional setting so much animosity from specific organizations or specific government entities, it is incredibly challenging. So that's why it's so important for not only, in our personal and professional lives outside of, dealing with, these Hindu atrocities, but also the atrocities that Hindus have faced, but also for organizations like, the Hindu University of America, like the HPA, like HAF, to continue their work, because Hindu Americans are at such an important crossroads, and this is really allowing for these voices and for this activism to take place.
Yeah, I really appreciate that perspective on your work in helping make sure that our community is understood, and also understood not just by others, but also ourselves. There's many instances that I've come across where Hindus aren't aware of the atrocities that happen within our community across, various populations. People often think that we're just in India, but we're really in all different parts of the world. And we'll circle back, I think, also to this idea of different professions that we can kind of hone into to do social good.